Hi, thanks for joining me today. This is part 3 of the 4-part mini training series of How Are You Leading? Now, part 3, today we're going to talk about flexibility in leadership. Flexibility. That is so important and so key today because of the world we live in now. Everything is go, go, go. And people are multitasking like nobody's business now. That's the phrase now, multitasking. And so with flexibility allows you the ability to be there for people when they need you. And that's huge in leadership because most people, when they look to leaders, for some unconscious reason, they expect the leader to be available when they need them, whether it be your team, whether it be the organization itself, or whether it be a customer or client. But in order to become flexible or have that flexibility, it's like I said in the early videos, you've got to be able to coach and train your team to be self-sufficient. Allow them to learn and make mistakes. Groom them so that they'll get to the point where they're making decisions based on how you taught them. And when they do that at a successful rate, now you're not hands-on all the time. And also, they're not coming to you every 5 to 10 minutes asking you your thoughts or your opinions. And they're able to function now self-sufficiently. Now this gives you the flexibility to be there for your customers and your clients and your team and the organization whenever they need you. And like I said, that's important because a lot of people expect that out of their leaders nowadays. Before, it wasn't expected. Now, because of multitasking and everything that's going on in the age of technology, they're wanting their leaders to be available when they need them. And this will free you up and give you that flexibility. Teach your team to be self-sufficient. Now let's think about this thing for a minute. Let's say, for instance, you got a client that wants to meet with you at 3 p.m. It's of an urgent nature. Now normally you wouldn't be able to meet with them because you're too busy in all the meetings, in all the post meetings, in all the meetings after the meetings and before the meetings, that you don't really have time to space them in. Now you're going back to them and say, well, can we make it another day? And it's not going to be too many more times that a client's going to say, okay, I'm not important enough to you, so I need to find someone else. Or you may have someone on the team. Well, obviously I'm not that important because I keep getting pushed back. And it's not a good look for leaders. It's not. So think about your flexibility in the positions that you're in. Learn how to create flexibility for yourself so that you can be there for other people. Now that you have an engaged team who can function pretty much on their own, now you set yourself up so if a customer or client calls you or emails you and says, hey, Chad, I need to meet with you today at 3 p.m. It's of an urgent nature. You can say, sure, no problem. I can be there for you. Or they say, hey, something came up. Can you meet me at 2? That's not a problem either. Now, see, customers and clients, as well as people that you lead, love that because it shows flexibility for one. And then it also shows to them at least that, hey, I like the fact that he's able to meet me where I am. I'm not getting pushed off time and time again. He's always there when I need him. So flexibility is very important. And it's a very good look because it also shows that you kind of have your stuff together. You know, with the team or the teams that you're leading, you have an organized situation and you have a team or a group of teams that are very competent and confident in what they're doing. And they do it well on a consistent basis. And that's all because you took the time out to train them and coach them and get them to that point. Now that frees you up. So not only do you have freedom, like I discussed before in the previous training session, but now you also have flexibility. So now you can take time out during part of the day and go to a conference. You know, now you can take time out to go meet a client whenever it is that they want to meet with you. Or now you can take time out to open up your doors to your office to a teammate of yours and sit down and talk with them should they need you at that particular time. That speaks volumes on your leadership and how well you're leading. And it also is showing that the client and the team and the organization is important to you. So it's a win-win on both sides, but you come out smelling like a rose every time. So think about that, flexibility. It's very important as a leader to maintain and create flexibility, because there are a lot of opportunities that can come your way. But due to lacks of flexibility, you can miss them every time. Okay? So, and also remember, every day, work on becoming your best self. Because when you become better, the people around you become better. And as always, great leadership equals great results. How are you leading?